Hey, Macbigicekeys here, and this is a game called Windrose, formerly known as Crosswind. If you've been looking for something that is very similar to Valheim, but it's different enough that you don't feel like you're playing the same exact experience, I think this is a good game to at least give a try. Jump in the demo and give it a try. It's almost like Valheim with new world graphics. The game's not finished, it's going into early access. You start off on a procedurally generated island, and it's a group of islands, so in order to get over here, I would take my starter boat and I would go over here and explore. You get experience by exploring, and then through that experience you can build your character's stats according to these guys right here: strength, agility, precision, mastery, vitality, and endurance. You start with just scraps. You can kind of build up your gear and explore. This is all your world, but there is a co-op kind of multiplayer. But even in the general game, they're planning on having another zone that's connected to all private zones. The majority of the MMO portion of the game will be PvE environment with some options for PvP. So you can kind of have your natural progression and going through the handcrafted elements of the game that they plop through into the procedurally developed group of islands that you land on. So I think that's kind of cool how they're organizing the mechanics of progression in the game. You have your journal of your main quests, you have a library of discoveries, you have some challenges, and then some collections. You have your curios. These are items that you discover that unlock things. Like this is unlocking different types of windows I can craft. The progression is how you can build up your stats. You can buy back your points and restat. And then it also has a talent tree with stuff like this. The combat's pretty good. It needs some work. There is animation canceling if you're super fast. Like that. But if you let it go for a second, you can't. You gotta wait for the full swing to... It kind of makes sense because if there's momentum in the swing, you're not going to be able to instantly stop. But if you're quick, you can stop it. Your basic attack, heavy attack, and then I don't have any ammunition, but there's a pistol that you have, and even after you click to shoot it, there's a little bit of a delay as the fire sparks off and then the bullet flies. And I haven't figured out how to craft gunpowder yet, so that's an issue. I will say that one of the things that has kind of made me want to continue to play is I keep dying to these basic mobs. There are dodo birds and boars. Here's a dodo bird right here. And with the beginner weapon and beginner gear, I was just playing it off oh, I'll just be able to swing away at this thing. And before it was aggressive, but now I think because I'm a higher level, it's less aggressive. They're mean little buggers. And then there's lock-on too, so if you're playing with a controller, you might want the lock-on feature. You also have your dodge. I'll let him hit me once. Ooh, something weird's going on with the game. I might need to restart. That's the first issue I've had. There are some zombie mobs and there are human-like mobs. The game looks nice. Let me show you an animation of a tree falling. And notice the coconuts fell down as I was hitting the tree. Building is super smooth. You have just all the typical options that you would expect of a game like this. Very easy to place things. And it has a draggable option too, so you can go up, down, left, right, and then just let go and place. Of course, you have to build within your area. This is my area, outlined in this white mark by my bonfire. So I imagine this structure will probably just naturally decay over time. That's Windrose. I think there's a lot of cool things going on there. You can take your boat out and board ships. There's a whole bunch I have yet to discover, and the demo is very generous. So I think if you have any interest whatsoever, out of the 3 games that I've recently played. Lost Isles, Guardian of the Wild Sky, and then this one, Windrose. This is the one that has actually brought me back to kind of keep playing. It's probably because I've died a bunch of times, to be honest. Here's an example of a little like one-room dungeon I found at the very beginning. I definitely recommend that you go and try this out. I think it's going into early access. I'm saying this has potential because everything seems to be pretty nice so far, but you always know how it is with early access games and all that sort of stuff. But I'm gonna go and go back into my base here and continue to. I think I need a new pair of pants. Yeah, these torn pants need to be replaced. So I'm gonna go hunt some boar so I can get those pants built up and maybe give this game a try. That's it. Comment if you like if you do. Thanks for watching.